Welcome to a video on fact versus opinion. Today we are going to discuss about cholesterol or lipid. So lipid profile is a component of four. One is total cholesterol, triglyceride, HDL, high density lipoprotein or good cholesterol, or LDL, low density lipoprotein or bad cholesterol. Altogether it is known as lipid profile. So as soon as you heard about the terminology or the word cholesterol, everyone immediately start linking this cholesterol to cardiovascular death. Now, is it really so, and why we are afraid so much of cholesterol? Because there are a lot of literatures available online and magazine. They always demonize cholesterol as a bad thing. If cholesterol is such a bad thing, then why do we have cholesterol in our body? Is it something essential or it is non-essential which is being manufactured in your body? Surprisingly, the absolute truth is 75% of the cholesterol which we require is manufactured in our body by liver. And only 25% of the cholesterol comes from the external source, which is a diet. If cholesterol is such a bad thing, why our body itself is manufacturing cholesterol in such a high level? Another interesting thing is 25% of the cholesterol is in your brain. We all know brain is an important and vital organ, and why would 25% of the total cholesterol in our body is in the brain? Because cholesterol is required in the insulation of the nerve, which is the protection of the nerve. And if it is not protected, what happens? There are many studies recently to pinpoint if you have low cholesterol level, and then you are more prone for suicidal thoughts or violent behaviors. And even in elderly, this low cholesterol level is linked to intracranial hemorrhage, which is a kind of stroke, and the patient can die because of the bleeding inside their brain. And also it causes loss of memory, dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So it shows is very essential in nerve functioning. And also cholesterol is very important in producing bile, which is very important for your digestion. And also it is very important in fat soluble vitamins. So your vitamin D, all these things are because of cholesterol. Another important thing is steroid hormones. So your body produces steroid hormones, or we call as a sex hormones. These all require cholesterol. So cholesterol is a basic building block of your body, and all your activities need cholesterol. Lack of cholesterol can cause us fatigue and extreme tiredness. So cholesterol is actually very essential. And now, in the fact versus opinion, now we are going to evaluate whether this high cholesterol level is really bad, is it an opinion, or there is enough fact to substantiate that cholesterol level very high in your body may be really dangerous. To link it, let us put a very simple idea. So if you want to say cholesterol is bad, then we have to have a study which is clearly demonstrative to show the increased cholesterol level in your body in fact leads to increased cause of death. This is number one. Number two is the reverse one. If the increased death is caused by cholesterol, then by reducing the cholesterol, we should reduce the risk of death. If these two things has been proven beyond doubt, then the fact cholesterol is bad could be universal. You cannot argue against it. And let us look whether these facts are really strong enough for us to believe that cholesterol is bad or it's not so. And another important fact is, if you want to show this cholesterol or the component of the cholesterol, which is said triglyceride, total cholesterol, LDL and HDL, it should be independently predictive of death. Independently predictive of death means it alone should be able to predict the death without combining with other things. Why I am stressing it, let me give an example. In early 1930s, there is a study. They want to look at what is the cause for lung cancer. So there is an epidemiological trial which is being done, and they came up with a report. People who drink excess coffee have a high risk of developing lung carcinoma or lung cancer. Surprising finding. Then people rush to find out what is the mechanism of action, what is there in the coffee which is causing higher risk of getting cancer in the lungs. Now, later it turned to be, because it's a study done in the early 1930s, so people who drink more coffee, means multiple number of coffees, are also smokers. So this is a smokers, we drink multiple coffees, and the reason for these people getting cancer, it's not coffee, but it is smoking. So look at this link. You linked coffee with cancer, but it found out there is a co-founding factor. The confounding factor is another factor which we may have seen or which we have not seen. It is important, but that itself is risk to the higher degree of cancer, not coffee itself. Similarly, when cholesterol has been pointed out as a culprit or a demon which is causing heart disease, initially the Framingham trial and other initial trial initially spoke about total cholesterol as bad, and then slowly they shifted and said it is not total cholesterol. They came into triglyceride, and after sometimes advance of technology, they split this cholesterol into multiple small components: LDL, HDL, very low density lipoprotein. So initially it was total cholesterol, then it became triglyceride, then it became LDL cholesterol, and then there was data to support it is not LDL, it is a HDL level, and finally they came up for the ratio. It is between the ratio of total cholesterol to HDL. Now, if you observe carefully, you can see the change in concept or change in acceptance, or we say shifting the goalpost. From total cholesterol, they have changed the stand multiple times to different component of the cholesterol. Now, finally, they came up with another idea. It's not cholesterol is an independent predictor. It may be associated with other things, and all together may cause us increased chances of death because of cardiovascular disease. Now, what are the other factors? In 1900, they came up and designed another terminology called cardiometabolic syndrome. What is this metabolic syndrome? It is a combination of multiple factors: diabetes, insulin resistance, or hypertension, adiposity, central adiposity, and then glucose intolerance and hypertension. All these things together, 4 or 5 components together, it's known as cardiometabolic syndrome, and all presented in different form is going to increase the risk of getting death. So cholesterol itself is not a culprit if it is alone, but if it is associated with other risks, then the chances of getting heart attack increases. So we should stop demonizing cholesterol as a single entity, but if it is combined with other factor, the incidence of death may go up. So in our next video, let us look at the chronology or the history, how this cholesterol and what all the data available to show cholesterol is bad, and against cholesterol is bad, and we can come from our conclusion. So in our next video, let us look at the data supporting this.